When I came to UW, I was a non-traditional student raised by a single mom. So just me, my brother, and my mom. My mom immigrated to the United States from South Korea. And so, growing up, the way that she always raised us, school was just the most important thing. At the same time, it was a weird dynamic because I didn't know anyone that had ever gone to college. I come from a background where education was really valued, but there's not a lot of experience or resources to help you kind of navigate that. I had actually failed out of 6 colleges before UW, but there was something inside of me still. I had to do this for my mom, right? This is my mom's number one goal, is like her kids go to college. I was like, dang, I got to give it one more shot. I got to do it one more time. I looked up the University of Wyoming on Facebook, and someone I went to high school with, it showed goes to University of Wyoming. And so I reached out to him, and he was like, oh yeah, it's great. You're going to love it. You got to come here. And so he actually got me set up. I come out to Wyoming. I have all this motivation and I'm just, roaring at the bit to do it. I didn't get in. I didn't really have anything in my academic past that would indicate any chance of success moving forward. My dad had recently been diagnosed with stage 3 lymphoma cancer. I was at this really weird time where I was aware of my past failures. I had this desire inside of me. And my dad coming down with cancer, it was like, I have to do this. I wrote a letter to the admissions director and I said, this is what's been going on in my life. This is what's changed since some of this failure. My dad getting sick, me feeling like the moment was now right. And thank God they let me in. I told them, I said, if you let me in, I promise, you guys won't regret it and I'm gonna make the university proud. The first year, complete disaster. I ended up failing some classes the first semester. Second semester, I failed a couple of more classes and I was placed on academic probation. The biggest change for me was getting in touch with resources. When I tell my story to my students and I talk about my shortcomings and failures versus finding success, the big marking change was getting connected with TRIO. It was at that point where I went from being academic probation student to being readmitted. I made honors roll that next year, and then I made honors student the year after that. The success motivated me, the confidence that I could complete and do it, getting in touch with resources, and finding success really made me feel like I belonged. In order to succeed, you have to fail. And when you get comfortable with that, then it's like, man, I want every resource. What else is there? I ended up applying for scholarships. Through those scholarships, I ended up getting more resources. The university was sending me to different places in the country for conferences. It was just one thing after another that I started enjoying school so much. And then that final senior year where I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm a pro, I know how to do everything. I'm getting A's in every single class, I'm maximizing everything. And just when I felt like I was just hitting my peak, they're like, all right, it's over, you're about to graduate, now what? And I was like, oh my gosh, my whole life I've been trying to figure out this mojo and I got it now. And a teacher came to me and she was like, you should go to grad school. Amazing, it was so great because I finally was at that point where I was ready for it. The opportunities in grad school then pushed me into more opportunities to teach. That academic probation is, while they may feel like it's a failure, it's an opportunity. Within these dreams and aspirations are people that we can look up to that have accomplished, what people thought was not possible. And I think within each of these people that you look at, there is failure. You have to fail in order to succeed. Don't run from failure. Failure is how you reach where you want to go.